You sit across the table, smiling while your stomach knots tighter with every laugh. The room feels warm, yet your body stays cold. You weigh every word before speaking, afraid of the look that might follow later. To everyone else, the evening seems perfect. But inside, you are shrinking, moment by moment. One sigh, one silence, one glance from the person you love is enough to twist the night into punishment. Toxic relationships do not always leave bruises. They leave you erasing yourself in order to survive. What begins as tension in the room becomes exhaustion in the body. Research shows that hostile interactions raise inflammation and even delay wound healing. Cortisol stays high, sleep fractures, energy fades. Love that looks tender on the surface quietly corrodes you from within. When you wake already drained, it is not weakness. It is your nervous system sounding an alarm that something is deeply wrong. And that alarm leads directly to the hidden patterns that dismantle self-trust. Living for approval makes you laugh at jokes that wound you, agree to plans you never wanted, silence your opinions before they form. Gaslighting makes you question your memory, replaying moments until you wonder if your mind is betraying you. The fawn response pushes you to rush in, soothe, and please, desperate to prevent conflict before it erupts. These patterns look different, but carve the same wound. You begin to distrust your own signals. And when your voice feels unreliable, every decision becomes a battlefield. Which is why toxicity does not belong only to romance. The same corrosion appears in family, where loyalty masks dismissal, in friendships where care flows only one way, in workplaces where silence feels safer than speaking. The names may change, but the effect is constant. You feel unseen, unheard, unworthy. Science confirms it. Conflict and control disrupt cortisol rhythms long after the moment ends, holding you in hypervigilance. And when the body never truly rests, leaving no longer feels like a choice. It feels like an impossible climb. If leaving were simple, you would have walked away already. Invisible threads hold you in place. Shared children, financial ties, the fear of loneliness, heavier than the pain you already know. Even when clarity whispers that you deserve more, your body freezes. Neuroscience explains why. Chronic stress locks your nervous system into survival, and the freeze response makes planning feel impossible. You are not weak. You are not broken. Your body is trying to protect you, but protection without freedom is still a cage, which is why the way out begins with steady, intentional steps. Leaving a toxic relationship is not a single act. It is a process that unfolds in stages. The first stage is recognition. Write down the patterns you notice, the criticism, the control, the silences that punish you. Seeing them on paper makes denial harder. The second stage is anchoring in truth. Share what is happening with someone you trust and speak it aloud. Not to ask for advice, but to hear your own reality outside your head. The third stage is preparation. Create a plan that protects your basic needs, where you can stay, how to manage finances, who you can call if danger escalates. The fourth stage is action. This may mean reaching out to professionals, hotlines, or legal support created for this very reason. The final stage is protection. Keep reminding yourself, my safety is not negotiable. Each stage is a step forward. Together, they form a path out of the cycle. And once that path is opened, the work of healing truly begins. After leaving, your body does not instantly relax. The nervous system that lived in constant alert still expects the next threat. Healing is not about rushing forward. It is about teaching your body again and again that safety exists. Small repeated practices are what begin to rewire survival into rest. Turn off your phone and walk slowly for 10 minutes, noticing your breath and your steps. Place your hand on your chest and whisper, I am safe enough right now. Record a 1-minute voice note answering the question, what do I need today? These are not exercises for performance. They are gentle reminders. In those moments, tell yourself, my truth is not too much. Over time, these practices quiet hypervigilance and allow the body to remember what peace feels like. And when peace begins to return, reflection becomes the next doorway. Ask yourself, where am I still living for approval instead of truth? What boundary would honor me this week? When do I feel smaller than I really am? These are not problems to solve, but invitations to listen. Each reflection restores a thread of connection. With every question, you reclaim another part of yourself, and those threads, woven together, form the beginning of a new life. Toxic relationships convince you that your value depends on silence. Healing proves the opposite. Every boundary spoken, every breath noticed, every truth whispered is proof that you are whole. Say this aloud. I am whole enough to begin. Tonight, if you wonder whether you will ever feel safe again, remember this. Your body can relearn safety. Your heart can relearn trust. You do not need to see the entire path. One honest step is enough. And if you want to understand how your anxiety patterns shape these relationships, take my scientific quiz. In just 3 minutes, you will discover your personal anxiety profile and the practice that can guide your next step toward freedom. Click the link in the pinned comment or in the description and take the quiz now.